Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a highly anticipated new series here on the Gothamchess YouTube channel. So many of you have asked for this. Going over my subscriber games without actually knowing their rating and then guessing it afterwards. So for this video and for all future ones, I've selected 5 games. We're gonna go through every single one and I'm gonna try to guess their rating as close as possible and the time control. In this first game, Gotham subscriber has the black pieces. E4, E5, Knight F3, Knight C6, B3. Okay, so B3 is definitely already very much a strange move. I'm literally with just one move, I'm thinking below 1,000. Because at about 1,000 people are playing, you know, Knight C3 or D4. Knight F6 is a very nice move. Bishop B2 and D6. Okay, very nice. Good play so far. Okay, here comes D4. Not bad. Oh, no. Blind spot with central pawn captures and advancements. And, of course, immediately, white does not realize that they have D5. So, I'm already thinking below 800 here. So, probably the players are below 800. If they're not seeing D5 and D takes E5, it's a very common blind spot for beginners. D takes E5, D takes E5. Okay, so they're both kind of copying each other. Of course, it is better for white before you take this to take, you'll notice what the engine is saying, take, and then the computer wants knight takes, bishop takes, and then takes, clearing out in an advantageous way so that you take on F2, like this. You know, I can't hate on this move. Okay, so white misses this, but white is going for this tactical pattern. Even though that's not really going to work. Take. Okay. Okay, now, you see what the top engine line is? You see this? That's why the best move here is F4. Because you just drill through this. And what does white play? Whoa! Queen A4 check. White just really wanted to give a check. Oh my goodness. Okay. Bishop back to D7. I love it. Okay, develop in castle. Develop in... Not a bad move. Develop, good. Wow, white is... I mean, what? This queen had quite a journey. I don't even know where it's been moving. Castle, please. Okay, fine. Wow, they both really like to give checks. Check, check. Okay, bishop is hanging. You must move it. Oh, look at the computer. Look at how savage the computer is. Knight D4 minus 10. Because you can't take it because of the pin. You can't take the bishop because of mate. Oh, knight d4 is so beautiful. Using the pawn as a counter-attacking mechanism, knight d4. But this is a great move. Knight e5 is great. Let's go, castle, man. Good. Wow. See, normally you see your opponent castle, and you would also castle. Now you should immediately start taking advantage of this. So bishop g4, knight g4, maybe knight back to... Oh, look at that. Don't trade. Oh, well, okay, that's a very... You moved your queen half the game, and then you lost your queen? Okay, so I think white is 700 max. I think white is 700 max. White spent this entire game moving their queen, and then lost their queen. Great, now bring the rook, fantastic. And I think black is probably 800, 900. I think white is 700 ceiling, and black is probably... Black played very well. Honestly, black played some mistakes, you know, like, but black did a very good job. One blunder early, missing the central pawn tension. Take. This is why pawns exist in the middle early. Take, and then you know, you'll never have to deal with anything. Otherwise, black played a pretty solid game. Okay. And now the big reveal. And oh, Gotham subscriber, 600? Wow, I was right. So Gotham subscriber, 670, Burak, and Mr. Vivek. Oh, man. Someone needs to have a conversation with Vivek from Sweden, because Vivek did not play very well that game. I was gonna say absolute maximum... yeah, 650 was that is great. For a 670, that was a great game of chess. And Vivek is new. So yeah, Vivek's got to stop moving his queen and castle, because his king ended up just getting mated in the center of the board. So, okay, wow, that was pretty good. That was pretty accurate. Okay, the second game that I have is, that was a rapid game. Oh, I should guess time control. Yeah, that's not a bad one. Okay. So for this next one, this is Demigod Asura. I don't know what the time control was, but you're more than welcome to let me know. Do I have your game, Demigod Asura? I think I have it. I think you shared it with me. Anyway, okay, so Demigod's got the white pieces, e4, c6, d4, d5, Caro-Kann, e5, bishop f5, main line, h4. Wow. Does Demigod Asura have my openings course, or is just inspired by my play? I think you might be inspired by my opening play here. I like this. So definitely, I think at least 1200. Oh, and black blunders. Okay, so black is no higher than 1500. Because I don't think you go any higher than 1500. The whole point of h4 is that this bishop gets trapped. But let's see what happens. Okay, so black takes on c2. Knight c3. Queen b4. Knight to e2. Great. Excellent move. I think bishop e3 is better. I'm gonna dock 50 rating points for knight to e2. c5. Yeah, so I think black is probably like 1400. dc5. Bishop c5. So far, so good. I mean, the problem is, this isn't a fantastic game, honestly, because your opponent blundered very early. So, just for future videos, but let's see what happens. So, knight c6. Oh, wow. Knight takes d5. Look at that. Okay, so probably white is about, I think between 1400. Okay, and black might have had a few beers. I think that's black's rating. Okay. So pin. Oh, is that a? Oh, no, it's check. Yeah, this wasn't. This was honestly not. This was a subpar submission of a game. I think white just really wanted me to see how badly they crushed their opponent. I think this was just a. I think this was just a feel-good game. This wasn't a good game to include, I don't think. But I would say 1300. I would say 1300. Let's go see. Wow. I was so accurate. 1273 Demigod Asura, and black was rated 1258. So within about 50 points. Within about 50 points. Nice. And the time control could be anything, honestly. It did feel like a 5 or 10 minute game. I just, like I said, there's basically a ceiling, and black played at 10%. Oh my god. Well, the thing is, I mean, black lost the bishop. Black just wasn't familiar with this. And once you get caught with something once in chess, like, you'll never get caught with it again. So black will never make this mistake again, but this is a very common trap. Okay, well, that wasn't, you know, that wasn't the world's most complicated game to analyze. This game, Gotham subscriber is playing with the black pieces. This is Nick Ottosen. This is Nick Ottosen. So let's take a look at Mr. Nick Ottosen's game. E4, D6, knight F3, knight F6, and white plays D4. Okay, so the fact that white is already blundering this pawn makes me think absolute ceiling is 1200. Maximum 1200. This is not a pawn that you blunder this early. Now, well, let's see if Mr. Ottosen actually took this pawn. Unless white is trying to play the Rocher Gambit, except white is not trying to play that. Okay, knight c3, take. Now, the next few moves are going to let me know black's rating. If black continues with the King's Indian, very good. Oh. Okay, so black misses white's idea. Oh. So see, you know, white was trying to punish us here. You got to be patient. I would say h6, kick out the bishop. You know, this is the one drawback in the King's Indian, is that even for the cost of a pawn, white can get very active play. So I would say maybe like an e6 is obviously out of the question because you lose your queen. So Bring the knight, bring a new knight, but everybody's trying to castle. So now I'm saying it's probably a game between a 1000 and 1100, something like that so far. Oh, and white misses it. Wait, white plays this and doesn't take? I guess white was worried there that, like, you know, there's like rook e8. I think white might have seen this and just got scared. But you just take the queen. I mean, I think people just see this and, like, they forget that this just doesn't work. You're just winning material here. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, that was obviously the best thing that could have happened. So black castles. Oh, no! No, no, no. Okay. Officially, the ceiling has been adjusted to 1000. If you are anything higher than 1000, I will be very upset with you. I'm now officially saying about 900. Because I think at 900, you are more than capable of winning the central pawn and more than capable of finishing your development. But do you see how quickly black sped through the opening? This is a common mistake. You watch a YouTube video and you just go bang, 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 bang. You don't see what's happening on the other side. So I feel like this is a game where black did everything they thought they were supposed to do and then just played e5 and lost their queen. But let's see if the game goes... Oh, you're so savage. Oh, you defend this? Oh, and you knew your opponent was going to get tunnel vision, so you took on d4. Nice. Oh, and they don't even... What? Oh, and you're so fancy. Look at you. You just keep this, and now they sacrifice. Now you're only down a rook. Beautiful. Ooh, this game is really confusing to me. This game, I mean, I'm balancing between anywhere between 850 and 1150 right now. Oh my. Mate! It's mate! Oh! The Gotham subscriber with the comeback of the century! Oh! Okay, Grandmaster. Black is a Grandmaster. Black was just giving odds to their little sibling. That's what that was. Oh my goodness, mate in the center of the board. Oh, black is Magnus Carlsen. No, on a serious note, I would think black is 1100. Between 1000 and 1100, and if I have to say, I'm going to say 1070. That's what I'm going to say. Not quite stable yet, because clearly some opening mistakes, but let's now take a look. Let's take a look. My final answer is 1100 for spotting bishop b5 and dc3 and everything. Wow. Oh, I should have went with my first instinct. I like how black played at 96% despite hanging a queen. This is why oh, and this was a bullet game. Oh, that's hilarious. So wait, this is a bullet game, but what is this person's rapid strength? 1050. So this person is 900 bullet, but is 1050. Yeah, so I mean, it was, you know, it was reasonable. It was reasonable, what I said. You know, this person is a little bit lower. So, yeah, between 1000 and 1100, and I went on the side of like 1100. So yeah, between 1000 and 1100 was pretty good. Wow, not bad. Yeah, I mean, you see, because this makes sense now. It's a bullet game, so black is just trying to make the moves in the opening. You cannot blunder bishop, you know, you can't blunder this in rapid. You see, and white, you know why, now it makes sense. You know why white played 3 moves like this? Because they're all close. In bullet chess, you're playing moves very close to you, because you don't want to move across the board. So, you see white is making 1-second moves. And then white just takes the queen, because white is like, oh, that's a free queen. And now, yeah, white is actually playing very fast. They're both playing very quickly, and then... Wow, in 2 seconds, black spotted bishop b5? That's impressive, man. That's very impressive. So clearly black has potential in chess, because they spotted that so quickly. Maybe they got it by accident. I don't know. They could have gotten it by accident. But for white there, well, first of all, in bullet, I mean, there's no rules. Just, you got to scan if your king can be attacked. You don't just go king d3 and say, I can't be attacked, because if you just realize this is mate, you just go back to c1 and... You know, you have your extra rook. So, wow. Okay. That was a wild game. Okay, so this time the Gotham subscriber is playing white. This is Psycho now. This is Psycho now. So let's go. D4, knight f6. I like this. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so now that you've adjusted your London for the King's Indian, I'm going to go at least 1,000 to plus. At least 1,000 plus. So bishop g7, e4, d6, queen d2. So far, you're literally following Gotham recommendation. Bishop takes g7, king g7, long castle. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say so far 1,200. E5. Okay, d5. Close it up. Beautiful. Now, this is difficult. Wow, this is a very high-level game. This is a very high-level game. Okay. I mean, it could be 1,200 to 2,400. I mean, both of these guys are playing very good moves. I just had a game that looked exactly like this. Now, if white plays knight e2, I'll be blown away. Okay, so this makes it a little bit more confusing because in my YouTube videos, I'm just like, just go like this. So the right thing to do here is to get rid of this knight, to play knight e2, and then black has to glue the knight in with c5, and then, you know, there's a game of chess to be played. Okay, black plays h5, so I'm thinking at least 1,500 now. I think this is a game between two very strong. Okay, I dropped that down immediately. Okay, back to 1,300 you go. No, G4 is a very bad move. It's not even speculatively a good move. You've got to go, you know, you got to go F3. You got to build it up. You see, F3 was up there. You got to go knight E2. And even earlier, you know, against this knight C6 idea, like this whole knight C6 thing, I would just say castle and be patient. Castle and be patient. So something like, you know, long castle, knight C6 allows you to just slowly build up. F3, G4, H4, H5. Knight C6 is very confrontational, and you want to just finish your development before you go on a big attack. Black is playing this very well, because that's chess. Okay, knight takes G4, good move. F3, knight H3. I'm still thinking, oh, well, you've blundered this F3 pawn. So this makes me think it's a 5-minute game, I would say. So knight F3, queen E3, knight back. Okay, I don't know. That's a terrible move by black. I mean, that your knight is so much better than this bishop. Okay. Okay, now this is, now I'm saying about 1,400 for sure. Wrong rook. Why this rook? If you're gonna move this rook, what is this rook gonna do? Put the rooks where they both have jobs. Steve. Rook G1. Okay, no. I mean, no. If I had any hope that black was 1,500, it all went away. No. Black has to go knight G4. You'll see it's probably one of the top moves. Knight G4. Yeah, I mean, of course. You have to just put the queen, you have to put the knight on the most active square. You have to. Because now it's protected twice, and it's blocking me, and this rook is passive because this rook is stuck. So knight G8 allows you to, okay, I mean, I want to see this knight get into the game. I want to see the knight get into the game. I want to see knight G3, which threatens knight takes H5 check because of the pin. I don't like the lateral movement. I want a forward movement. Okay, bishop G4. Okay. Your pawn's hanging. Uh-oh. That's very brave. Now you have no guard. Okay. Yeah. It's just mate. Oh, he mismade. Oh, he mismade. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I mean, you gotta get a little tunnel vision here. You gotta just look, do I have any checks? Just scan, just for the possibility. Oh my goodness. I like how it's still good because you have this beautiful idea, knight d4. And if they take, you have rook coming and queen g7. You attack from both sides. So what did you do? Queen g7, Queen e6. Oh, now you found it. Oh my god, I thought you hung a rook. Okay, now I'm like 500. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What happened to all of black's pieces? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ladder mate? Okay. For the ladder mate, you're definitely 1,000. No, I'm joking. Wow, what a game. That is epic. Ah, gosh. Oof. You know, the way you played a very aggressive attack there in the middle game, it was very, very, very chaotic. And I feel like since the game went 60 moves, there's no way that was not a 5 or a 10-minute game. So you've just got to figure out the right way to attack here without just sacrificing all of your pieces. And oh my, I mean, it paid off. You see that even down 2 pawns, this is still very practical. The thing is, the G4 square should have been occupied by black. That is black's plug square. Like, if black just goes here, black is very happy, okay? But black never plugged it, and that allowed you, and like black went back, you sacrificed, you kept it going even though it wasn't perfect play. And then you hung your pawn. I would have dropped back. Black almost got out of the woods and then just weakened their structure and immediately, I mean, crazy stuff here by black. I'm going to say 1300. I'm going to say between 12 and 1300. Let's see. 12 and 1300, and it's a 5 or a 10-minute game. Between 5 and 10 minutes. It's got to be. 1160. Okay. 1160 is your rapid rating. And then what is your... Okay, yeah, so I was a little bit on the high side. I gave you guys a little bit too much credit. Actually, you played very well for 1160. I was going to say like 12, 1300. It was a good game. It was honestly a very good game for 2 1100s, and it was a 10-minute game. Okay, makes sense. And then by the time your opponent lost their mind, okay, you had about 4 minutes. Okay, you see this example of time management? Look, this is actually super instructive. You just played H5 with 358. They go here in a minute. Your opponent spends 20% of their time and loses the game on the spot. On the spot. Right? Like, they lost the game on the spot to this move. Right? And what happened after King F7? You didn't even take on G6. So, like, I mean, you did, but you didn't find the mate. You spent so much time on King F7, Queen takes G6, you weren't able to even find the mate. On Queen takes G6, you didn't even find the mate. So it's interesting the time spent on the moves and how you just gotta, keep the flow of the game going and everything. So, does that make sense, chat members? I hope that makes sense. You see, like, again, the way the time spent there was. So that's interesting, actually. That's quite interesting. Let's just move this over a little bit. So hopefully that's kind of, hopefully that's helpful. Now for this last game, this person is playing with the black pieces. So it's not simple to know when to spend time to find mates like that. Of course it is. Of course it is. You just played H5, threatening queen takes pawn. You do not need to spend 40 seconds on the next move. You don't need to. Your opponent didn't defend it, so just take. You spent, what, you had, what's 3 minutes plus 50? 230 seconds? And you spend 30 of them? Like, on the move you were going to play anyway? No need. More than that, you spent 37 seconds, which is like, I mean, you just don't need to. Don't need to. It's like what, 18% of your remaining time? Okay. Anyhow, so far so good in this game. Okay, so 2 Kings Indians. Castles. Very, wow, completely symmetrical position. This is very boring. Queen D7. I've got no intel. I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. This could be a game between 2 GMs for all I care. Just 2 stubborn GMs. Knight D5. Okay, so Knight D5 is a bad move. I don't think this transformation of the position is good for white. Because now you've doubled your pawns. Okay, no. Bishop takes F3? Hold on a second. Why? Why are we trading? I was just gonna say, yeah, see, just go back. Go for the pawn. Because your bishop is, you don't need to always take this. You can take this if it destabilizes the center. But like I always say, if there's no reason to trade the bishop, don't do it. Okay, and then you go knight d4. Okay, well now you got the totem pole here. You got the yin and yang pawns. I don't know, man. I'm leaning like 1500. I mean, it could be literally anything between 800 and 1500 right now. Honestly. Oh, Well, this is gonna give me tremendous intel. Does white know about does black know about en passant? This is c4 en passant. 1100 plus. Good. Take the rook. Good. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Good. Perfect. Simplify. Take it. Don't even think. What? This is too creative of a move, so I'm officially between about 1,000 and 1,200. This is too creative. Oh, 1,400 doesn't even think. They're experienced. They just take the rook. Take the rook and replace it. So when you've got two rooks, take and just replace. Take and replace. Easy. Don't even think. Don't even think. Just take it. You don't even have to. Queen b5 is not a blunder, but it's too... Okay, now you took. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a move. Rook e3 wasn't fantastic, but wow. No. Just take, man. Just take. Don't even think. Just take. Just take. Don't even... It's so easy, man. Don't just take the... Okay. I mean, you're still killing, but... Oh, I don't like g5. See, you have the luxury in this position of completely destroying your opponent, so you could basically do whatever you want, but don't weaken your king. Don't weaken your king. Okay, you see white is weakening their king. Now, how would I win this? I would probably give a check or slide the queen back. Maybe bring it over here. Queen e5 is what I would play. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh my, I have no idea. I have no idea what black's rating is. I have no idea what black's rating is. This is the idea. But white is not as... Okay, see, again, I would just give a check. Oh. Okay, you lose points for this. You lose points. See, f5, I was going to say 1,400. For queen b5, rook b8, I'm going to go back to 1,100. Because you're too concerned about, you know, you're like, okay, my rook is hanging, my pawn is hanging, I have to defend. No, you don't. Who cares about this pawn? Just go here or something. If queen takes b7, you are killing. Don't be so passive. Don't be so passive. I think you lose a lot of credibility for rook to b8. I personally, I think if you're 1,400 playing rook b8, you need to look in the mirror and yell at yourself. Okay, queen c2. Just take it. Take it. Good. Okay, now easy. Easy. Let's see how you convert this. Okay, very good. Stream of consciousness. Easy. Easy. Okay, the fact that you never moved your rook in all of this... The fact that you literally never moved your rook in an endgame where you have an extra rook, I mean, maybe you were low on time. That is true. Maybe you were low on time. I'm going to say 1,200. That is my final answer. 11 to 1,200. That is what I'm going to say. Let us see. Let us see. Otherwise, that was just a brilliant game. That was just an absolutely... Oh my god. What? Black is 900? No, you're kidding. In Blitz, what about in Rapid? I, like, don't believe this. What? Wait. Actually? Hold on a second. Are you kidding me? You're actually 900? Like, yeah, 50% win rate? Oh my, you're 900? Dude, I'm kind of shook, man. I'm not gonna lie. You might be the strongest 900 I've ever seen. That might have been the game of your life. No joke. I mean, you just played... It helped that very early on there were trades. And yeah, let's kind of fast forward to the end game. So yeah, the 5-minute thing kind of makes sense now. The 5-minute thing makes sense because you're trying to play quickly. I like that you have a 40-second lead. You found this move immediately. And you just let the game come to you. Look at this. Look at Black's time management. Up 1.5 minutes in a 5-minute game. Tremendous. Not spending millions of years. Oh, now up 2 minutes. Okay, so this makes sense. Your opponent had 1 minute. So you're also nervous because they have 1 minute. And wow, look at that. The longest Black thought on a move this entire game, 25 seconds. It was a bad move. I mean, I understand the computer saying that, like, you know, it's fine, but it was not a good move. So it's just funny. It's just funny how that works. Wow. Well, my friend, Mr. Black Afrojack, first of all, shout out to Germany. And second of all, wow. I don't know what to say. If I ever need another, like, 900 for a sub battle, I know who I'm calling.